Good evening, everyone. We're going to be starting Shadow of Destiny here momentarily. This time on the original PS2. Stick around, everyone. We got Shadow of Destiny coming up. All right, everybody, it looks like it's game time. Let's do it. Good evening, everyone. Good to see everybody. Pay no mind to the video that the video screen that's actually bleeding over into my video right there. It's actually just it's the widescreen on the PlayStation. But when we get into gameplay, it's actually going to shrink up, and it's been a little bit of a fiasco. You know, I'm trying to get some of this stuff to work, and moving over from retros. We were playing the CDI last night. Now switching to PlayStation and this new view that I have here. So when we get into the game, it's not going to look like this. So I do apologize for it now, but it'll be fixed once we get started into the game. Let me just go into talking mode, and then it'll be good. So, Matt at the World, good to see ya. Thanks, everyone. Schmitty, you missed an awesome stream last night with the Wand of Gamelon for the CDI, the Philips CDI. You missed it, man. You missed it. But it's on replay, so you can watch it. It's on a little video on demand. You'll be able to check it out. Oh, hilarious game. Don't forget that we have another. We actually have two. I am getting Zelda's Adventure. I got like 10 CDI games coming, and Zelda's Adventure is one of them. Don't worry, I didn't pay sticker price for that thing. I would not pay $700 for Zelda's Adventure. No. It's a Philips game. It's a legitimate game. It's just going to be a demo copy. You played some Cadence of Hyrule. I like to hear that. But such is life, my friend. I mean, I would rather have a job now, but my ass is unemployed. I don't have a job. I am jobless. You know what? But my former university, you know what? They can go themselves. That's how I feel. Schmitty, how you been? Haven't seen you for a while. So, you got quarantined again? How the hell did you get quarantined again? No way. No way. No way. Oh, no, Trophy Hunter. I had a damn good interview with the college I was trying to get hired at. And 2 days later, after I had a great interview, they had 70 applicants. I made top 10. Had a great interview. 2 days later, they shut the hiring. They froze it because of coronavirus. They froze the whole search because of coronavirus. There's nothing I can do. You know, collect unemployment. You bet your ass I'm going to, and get some of that COVID pay. And hopefully they continue the COVID pay. Yeah, it is. It's awful. I've applied for like 5 adjunct jobs. stuff teaching online, it's miserable. It's miserable. You know, it's scary. It's really scary. You know, it really is. God, did that string over? That's weird. Huh. Some good gaming can cheer us up. You damn rights it can. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. So we got a little something different happening tonight, and I'm gonna share with you just a few things. For one, let me get a post over here on Retro Fans. All right. So here's the thing: is let me go back into talking here. Is last night it was so amazing. I put a goal that I wanted to hit, and so many people contributed for us to get a CDI adapter for a Sega Genesis controller. We got it. We hit the goal. Everybody chipped in, and so I bought the adapter, and it's already been paid for, and it's already been shipped, so it's coming to us, which is excellent. So we're going to hang tight, and I'm not going to play the other Zeldas until I get the controller, because everybody helped pay for it, so I want everyone to see it, okay? So that's excellent. That is really good news. The next thing is that I tried to stream this game before on the... I tried to stream Shadow of Destiny before on the fat PS3, but this is like one of these rare games that it doesn't work for. We got all the way to chapter 4 and it bricked. It froze. Then I found another load and I got it on chapter 5. We got so far in chapter 5 and it froze again. So right now, I didn't grab my fat PS2. I grabbed my slim PS2 I'm playing on the PlayStation 2 that I found underneath my car. That's another story. But what's happening is when I'm playing this game, it's kind of giving me a little bit of a lag. It almost feels like you'll hear like the audio cut out. Bear with me as we play through this game. We're only going to do it once. There's multiple endings to this, but this is by far one of my favorite games. This game here, and it's cheap right now. If you guys want a great game, Shadow of Destiny, I believe it's a hidden gem. You can also find it on the PSP. If you have a PSP, get it. This is a freaking awesome game, everybody. It's really good. So, we're going to get some games started here right now. But you'll hear like this audio kind of pop. It's really strange. I don't know why it's doing it. Couldn't tell you. I don't know. But let's roll into some game, everybody. This is a great one, Watson. This is a great game to play. I think you guys would like this game. Damn cords and cables and shit. God. Urgh. Look at this. Son of a nutcracker. You cotton-headed ninny-muggins. All right, here we go. All right, better. What's going on, Corn fan? Oh, shit. All right, everybody. You'll see that this game here, I'll go into this and you'll see that the game kind of bleeds over into my video, but that shouldn't happen when we get into gameplay. It's just, I stream a lot of retro, and now I got to figure out how to adjust my screen to when I play other games. You know, it's just a pain in the ass. It's good to see you too, Corn. We've had some really great streams here recently. If you haven't done so, check out my YouTube page. I got all the streams put up there. We streamed The Wand of Gamelon, a Philips CDI game, and we're going to continue streaming some CDI when I get my adapter and stuff. It's going to be really awesome. Now, this game is really good. It's not really much of a... It's kind of a suspense thriller game. This is by far one of my favorite games. So everybody that's in here, like Trophy Hunter, Mad at the World, Schmitty, Corn Fan, I'd like to let you guys know also that this month, we hit over 100 subscribers to the Slap Artist channel. 100 subscribers. Right now, our high was like 107, and they trickle off as the month goes on, but we're still at 104 and 109 sub points. Yeah, blew the roof off this month. Freaking amazing. Unbelievable. That's cool, man. I'll do that. I'm uploading the thing, been playing it and love it. Dude, the thing's fun. I got a bunch of games I need to upload to our Facebook pages.
What the? What's going on?
Yeah, 100 subs, man. I never ever thought I'd hit that.
Am I dead?
Bingo.
So,
Who's there?
Corn Fan, are you one of the admins, or one of the admins on one of the pages?
How does it feel to be dead, right?
Damn it, who is this? Are you making fun of me?
Not at all. I beg your pardon if I've offended you. You are strong.
Well, thanks for one of the shout-outs. I really do appreciate that, Corn Fan. Thank you. Thank you. Very much. I just played it. Well, I played it a while ago.
But if you have the will to somehow reverse that fate by yourself, I can lend you some measure of strength. How about it? Will you deal with me?
Thanks, but no thanks. Sounds too good to be true.
Why? Can't you trust me?
Of course not. I get it.
I get it.
You're the big S.
But do you get it?
In exchange for your immortal soul and all that, am I right?
Your soul? Oh, please. In this day and age? If I do have an agenda, it's that you survive.
Let me think it over a bit.
It might have been Left Jump that gifted you a sub to the page a few days ago. I bet it was Left Jump. They were subs were flying out of this channel like crazy.
What reason is there to procrastinate? You either just die here and now, or you prevent it. It's that simple.
Mad at the World, I did it in, I made my logo in Adobe Illustrator.
I'm sorry I called you the devil. I don't want to die yet. Please, help me.
All right, but I want you to be aware of something. You have to understand that the destiny that awaits you is a potent one, which means that just because you've managed to avoid death once, doesn't mean you're free of the threat.
So last time we played this, everybody, we were freezing on Chapter 4.
So, coming back to life.
The fat PS3 doesn't like this game.
Huh? Man.
The
But
fat
that can't be
PS3
helped.
does not like this game.
But that's also where your own strengths come into play. Are you ready? I'm going to give you some of my time-shifting powers. I'm going to give you this digipad. Please use it well.
All right, time to play the game. You're going to see like this glitchiness that I'm talking about. It's really weird, but we are running a slim PS2, and we're going through some D terminals, and we're running component tonight, because if you know, the PS2s don't have HDMI. That could be one of the issues that we're experiencing.
but it's not as though you can use it anywhere or anytime you want. This will respond to phenomena that have some relevance to you as its user. As soon as it begins to respond, it's usable, and you can select the digipad by pushing on the square button. After that, you specify the destination's time. And
Trophy Hunter, how the hell you been? I haven't seen you for a while. Did he take off? I see Cheek just entered. Cheek just made a comment over on our retro gaming fan pages that he said he loves this game. I love this game too. It's great. It's a great game. I think it's a hidden gem. I played a lot of it when it first came out. And we are playing this on the PlayStation 2 tonight, so you're going to hear some weird stuff.
Using it when you're about to die. It's better to make use of
You're having troubles with your green screen? Yeah, if you don't have enough light for your green screen, you will have issues. You will have
Something else?
like artifacting in the video, and that's going to make it a very difficult green screen effect. So
you've traveled out to, please come back immediately.
I was just listening to this. Give me a second.
Left in another time and stay intact, but that isn't true for you as the user. If it starts to respond, you need to come back quickly, or you won't be able to get back at all. Just
Give me a moment, and I'll answer your question there, Corn Fan.
It's something even more serious than I know. Good luck.
All right, moving on. All right. Like I was saying, yes, if you don't have good lighting, the best way to light a green screen is, for one, you're going to have to light yourself. You know, I mean, how much light, you know, I'll tinker with some lights here. My internet's been acting up today. So here, there's some bright light. That's super bright, brighter than I need. Okay. However, what you need to do is you need to light your face. You need to light your body, but you're also going to have to light your green screen as well. So this is going to take, at best, 3 lights, I would say. Maybe 2 at the minimum, but you're going to need like a fluorescent on a floor to shine up behind you on the green screen, and then you're going to need something in front of you to shine down on you. Now, the thing about it is, the best way to get the best light is a 3-point lighting setup. And the way that I can explain it is because the way that I explain it is always in film related. I teach film. I used to teach at my university until they fired me. It's nothing I did. It's nothing I did. They denied me tenure and fired me. They totally just totally me over. But you would have a key light, another fill, and then one behind you. But if you don't have that, and if your light's too bright on your face, bounce a light off a wall, turn the light around, bounce it off the wall, give kind of a global light, and then light your green screen. That's probably the best way you can get it done. One of the easiest ways. But you're going to have to light your green screen, or it won't work. That much I can tell you.
Sir,
You'll get artifacting.
please wake up. Are you all right? Do you feel sick or something? Sir?
Huh? Huh? Oh, sorry. I fell asleep.
Dana. Dana, that'll do.
Okay.
I'll just leave what I owe for the coffee here.
All right, I'm back, everybody. How to grab a soda? Need a little caffeine. Oh yeah, it's awful being denied tenure and fired in the same day. Really good institution, really
2
good.
o'clock.
You know, those really nice people up there.
I still can't believe what just happened. But since I have this digipad here, I guess it really did happen.
Cheek, how are you? Are you still in here? Nope, Cheek took off.
What do you want?
Nothing, little witch. All right. So that you kind of heard that, then it was a weird kind of delay for the map. And I find that bizarre. And coming out of it, it does it too. We just got to deal with it. Okay? And it does it for this. Isn't that weird? I find it really bizarre. However, this game is really based... What you're trying to do in this game, you guys, is solve the mystery of your own death and try to stay alive at the same time, too. Okay? Definitely a hidden gem. Ah, shit. What is that? Here we go. We're going to a fortune teller.
Fortunes told. Well, I never noticed this place before.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. I've been expecting you.
Welcome.
Actually, I just happened to stop by, and I was wondering if you could tell me my fortune. Am I going to die soon?
For you, I will do it for free.
Thanks. I really need this. Please, don't just give me the usual niceties. This is very serious for me.
Don't worry.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
So,
The fated hour is 2:30.
what?
Whatever I foresee, you can change. If you take no action, the fate I see will befall you for certain. But I seem to see in you the strength to defy fate itself.
The power to defy fate?
If, for instance, and this is only an example, your fate is to be stabbed while taking a walk after you leave this place, and this would happen if you are alone at the fated hour. But if you know what awaits you, you would find people to be with, so that you would not be by yourself, unprotected.
Then what?
If you are among others at the fated hour, the assassin must give up his quarry, and fate would have been defied. But a single change will affect all else that follows it. How it changes, no one can tell. There are too many threads, too many tangles. I cannot help you with what lies so far ahead. And your actions could bring even
Kind of does look like that Final Fantasy
danger.
character. So what's going on here is that we're just learning about, you know, the ripples in time if you were to change things, you know.
Changed. You should fight as hard as you can. If you can return here after the appointed hour has passed, then I will tell you the next fortune.
All right. I think I can trust you.
Oh, you think so, huh? All right, now that we talked to her, give me a second here. So the digipad's flashing.
If you don't want anything, stop bothering me.
Tell me what to do. We'll hear this audio. It's going to be weird. So because I was killed, what they're saying is that maybe you can gather a large group of people around you so you don't die. So basically you're trying to prevent your own death a lot of the time. All right.
Excuse me, have you seen a man walking around here? What? Looking for a date? Do me a favor, go away. I look strange. Mind your own business.
Oh, you angry lady. So the time above is the time that's actually happening, and below is the past.
Have you seen my mother? Okay. Guess I'll go to the square.
All right, there's one. Oh, let's get her to go to the square too.
You want me to come to the square at 2:30? What's going to happen in the square? Performer, maybe? Well, all right. I don't have anything else to do anyway.
All right, let's get one more. Oh, there we go.
Have you seen my girl? Ooh, at the square. Oh, thank you.
It is. It's kind of like this Back to the Future game that kind of have going on here. And now that we got 3 people going to the square, what we're going to do is use the digipad. And we're going to go back to the future. Right? Back to the future. There we go. So here we are. Give me 1 second. There's a few different things that we can do here. We're gonna try to. We're gonna take the. We're just gonna try to get through it as fast, I guess, as we possibly can. But this is really interesting, and this will play out later. You'll see it in like chapter 4.
Hey, now here's a guy with no worries.
You can't see who the juggler is, but you'll find out later.
There was someone behind me. Oh, but it looks like the crowd scared him off. Oh, that fortune teller. She told me to come back. I should go look her up again.
So we'll save the data. Yeah, this game is fun. Shit really starts to get interesting, and you start to see the folds and the threads of that happen in time in this. And there's multiple endings.
Did my fate change? Did anything happen?
You have been defying fate, haven't you? I am beginning to see a new thread. But... you are still in danger. 3 o'clock is now the fated hour.
What? You mean I still haven't gotten to the root of the problem?
If you can return here, even after the appointed hour has passed, then I will tell for you the next fortune.
All right. So now we're in chapter 1. So what we need to make sure that we're always doing is we're always grabbing these power pellets. Sorry, I'm distracted by some chat stuff on here. I need to get focused more into the game. I'm sorry, everybody. I do apologize for that. So here what we see here is that this place is on fire. Okay, shit has hit the fan.
Jeez, I don't think anybody can make it out of that mess.
Oh, dear.
Let's, there might be a juggler here that we can get this egg from. Yep, we want this egg.
Even I can do that. Even I can do that.
a second here. We'll talk to her 2 more times. I'm looking through a little guide on this, everybody.
Is there anything further? Do not forget the appointed hour.
So we're gonna die at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
All right, thank you.
Is there anything further? You had better hurry. The hour approaches. Is there any... You had better hurry. The hour approaches.
Oh, yeah, huge throwback. All right, it told me to talk to her 3 times, but...
I guess this is as far as I go.
Gotta get that dog on a leash.
Is there something going on at the bar? What's with all the noise?
Even I can do that.
All right. So we need to talk to everybody here.
This is terrible.
So, as I said before, there are more than one ending to this game. There's more than one ending, and we're just going to get the...
Ugh, look at that thing burn.
We're just going to get the general kind of ending. The easiest one.
Grandpa's in there. Please help him. Help, please.
Yeah, so we're gonna go inside. This is all part of the process in this game. Shit just isn't good in here.
It is difficult, after all, isn't it, to change one's very destiny?
What's up, Sean? Shadow Lich is here, everybody. Let's say hi to the admin, or the moderator in this channel, Shadow Lich.
Man, this is not a good time.
Oh, Haven, R Haven, this is a great game. This is a really good game. And you know what? It's really cheap right now. But we are playing this on the PS2, so we're gonna hear some audio hiccups. It's kind of weird. We're playing this on the slim PS2. I found a slim PS2 under my car. That's another story. But the fire has not started yet. Oh shit! I didn't go back that. I didn't do that right. You hear that poppiness. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's just really bizarre. Audio chipset on the Slim. It could be, you know. I think what I'll do is I'll be back down to my storage tomorrow. I'll grab my blue box, my fat PS2, and see if that will change things. Yeah, audio chipset. I got to think that the PS2 Slim is definitely a hell of a lot cheaper of a PlayStation 2. I'll grab the original eject tray one tomorrow and try that, and hopefully that'll change it. I'm not sure. Okay, so the fire hasn't happened yet, as you can see. And, you know, I am using and, you know, our Haven, I usually use my fat PS3 to stream HDMI to HDMI. But here I'm running the Slim from PlayStation, you know, their input component cable to a D terminal to an HDMI, the HDMI to the Elgato into what you guys see it now, or what I see it. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, yeah, I don't even want to get into it. So what is it saying here? This game gets really complicated. Well, it's not so much that I'm using, you know,
Hey, stop!
because the converters, after some time, you get the lag in the audio. I'm actually using a Framemeister, and Framemeisters are, you know, they're like top of the line. But I'm wondering if it's the Slim PS2 is giving me issues. I usually run it on a fat PS3, and there's no issues with it.
But who was that person responsible for the fire?
All right, well, we saved the place from burning down. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to try the fat PS3 and see if that works. I mean, not the fat PS3, but the fat PS2. I didn't mention that. That was Shadow Lich, the chipset on the Slim. It very well could be.
So this is what it means to change the past.
Oh, sorry about that. I had that muted. You can see the screen size previously there. It's like the 16:9, but when it's in game mode, it's actually 4:3.
Sir?
Nope, you're right. You couldn't hear me. My stuff was muted.
Sir? Oh, good. I wasn't sure whether I'd find you.
I'm sorry? Oh, didn't I leave enough for the coffee?
Oh, no, that was all right. Here, you forgot this. It is yours, right?
Huh?
Such a gorgeous stone, like a jewel or something. It gives me a funny feeling to look at it. If you make it into a necklace, I bet it would look great on a lot of girls.
Well, this isn't mine.
What? But I checked with the other customers.
No, you weren't going crazy, man.
Whose is it then?
You weren't going crazy.
So you came looking for me just to give me that?
Well, my shift's over anyway, and I thought maybe I'd just try looking around, see whether I could give it back. Oh, I almost forgot. What about this? Did I strike out on this one too?
No, this lighter is mine. Thanks.
You're welcome. But I'm always the one running these kinds of errands. I feel so tired.
You can't be tired from something that simple. There's a lot of people out there whose lives are a lot tougher. Well, like me.
You're an interesting guy.
My name's Ike. Hey, how about it? Should I make you a necklace with this red stone? I may not look it, but I'm pretty good with my hands.
Really?
Tomorrow. I'll make it for you tomorrow. Should I meet you at the coffee shop?
Uh-huh. I'm there all day tomorrow.
You wish you could have women chasing
I'll
you
see
down?
then, tomorrow.
So Shadow was right, everybody. This is interesting. So the fat PS2, Shadow's, I think, spot on with this. The fat PS2 uses the PlayStation's original sound chip as an audio processor. Dead. Uses it as an audio processor with input-output support. The Slim PS2 removes this chip and the PlayStation's RAM to compensate for this and the deficiencies in its year 2000 developed an emulator. So basically, Shadow is right that the fat PS2 has better audio than the Slim. I wonder if that's a contributing factor to this. I did not know that. We will be grabbing my original fat PS2 when I'm down in storage tomorrow, so when we come back to stream more of this game tomorrow, maybe we won't have that issue. I don't know. It'll be worth a shot. I mean, I guess we'll find something out.
So, you came back for the stuff you forgot. I made Dana go out to look for you. She said she'd try the town square.
So we're supposed to talk to this guy twice.
Dana said she's going to the square.
I'm going to the square. All right. Let's talk to the fortune teller again. You always want to visit with the fortune teller because the fortune teller is going to tell you when you're going to die, and that's really important in this game.
Welcome.
Listen, will you tell my fortune again?
Certainly.
Well,
The fated hour is 3:30.
I see.
Listen carefully. What I tell you is nothing more than one possible future. The shape of your destiny can change depending on what actions you take. If you can return here even after the appointed hour has passed, then I will tell for you the next fortune.
Okay.
All right. Now we know we're going to die. You still have 1 or 2 brain cells left. Yeah, that's interesting that the Fat PS2 obviously, you know, I mean, I think the Fat PS2 had a digital audio, an optical audio out, if I remember. I think it did have an optical audio output. I think. Which all that stuff's been far removed from, you know, a lot of systems. That just doesn't happen anymore.
Sir? Oh, good. I wasn't sure whether I'd find you.
I'm sorry? Oh, didn't I leave enough for the coffee?
Oh, no, that was all right. Here, you forgot this. It is yours, right?
Huh?
It's such a gorgeous stone, like a jewel or something. It gives me a funny feeling to look at it. If you make it into a necklace, I bet it would look great on a lot of girls.
Well, this isn't mine.
What? But I checked with the other customers.
Right, cut cost, make things smaller, of
Well,
course. That
whose
totally
is it
makes
then?
sense.
So you came
But I
looking
feel that
for
they
me
lose,
just to give me that?
you know, by diminishing
Well, my
the
shift's
set
over
and
anyway,
cutting
and I
corners.
thought maybe I just try
Feel like
looking
they lose
around,
quality.
see whether I could give it back.
This is the first time I've played on the Slim
Oh,
PS2.
I almost forgot.
My cousin played on
What
it.
about this? Did I strike out on this one too?
No, this lighter is mine. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dana.
But I'm always the one
Time to
running
do the
these
goo,
kinds of
everybody.
errands. I feel so tired.
You can't be tired from something that simple. There's a lot of people out there whose lives are a lot
What?
tougher.
A mini Game Gear?
Like me.
You're an interesting guy.
No, they don't cut the price for the consumer. I feel that they're still,
My
you know,
name's
maybe
Ike.
$50, but
Hey, how about it?
it's big money
Should
for
I
them.
make you a necklace with this red stone? I may not look it, but I'm pretty good with my
A
hands.
mini Game Gear, that
Really?
ought to be fun.
Tomorrow. I'll make it for you
Did
tomorrow.
not see that.
Should I meet you at the coffee shop?
Uh-huh. I'm there all day tomorrow.
Great. I'll see you then, tomorrow.
Yep, post about it. I was busy today packing up my office and dealing with stuff down in storage and figuring out what I was going to stream today. That's kind of become my life, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna switch to the fat PS. We're gonna switch to the fat PS2 tomorrow. Yeah, damn rights we are. So, our Haven, Corn Fan, everybody else that's in here, I have the previous stream, last night's previous stream on my Twitch page. You can go check it out and re-watch the CDI Wand of Gamelon, and I'm also going to be putting it up on my YouTube page.
You have a nerve, my girl.
Check out the YouTube page, you guys. Give it a sub. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to a YouTube page. I'm really trying to build that up. There's a lot of great playthroughs on there. Again, all these go up there, and the ones that I can do here, I put them over to our fan pages over on Facebook. Facebook fan pages are right here.
And this dress is one of my quieter ones. Really good ladies. You'd like to wear this kind of a dress yourself, wouldn't you?
Well, I never. A little neighborly advice, and she sasses me.
And she sasses me.
We'll have the law down here.
That's right. You tell her. Oh, that's not very pleasant, is it? Come on. Let's just let this pass, all right?
Well then, in exchange for us not telling the law...
Yeah, our Haven, do check it out.
Right back.
And if you haven't subbed yet to it, please do. You know,
That's right. You tell her. You'll make
it's
me
just
one
full
too.
of streams. That's what it is. All organized by
Dear,
consoles.
I don't see how I could do a thing like that.
We're doing this just to be obliging. Whoa.
What do you think of that? Just fell from the sky.
Who are you?
I'm Calvin Klein.
What's this? It's dark already. Get yourselves home, everyone.
Fetch up! Oh, sir! This man just suddenly... I see now.
Give me a second.
It was you. This little girl called for help. Wicked little sly boot. The hussy. Sir, you must arrest her at once.
What? Why should you think a thing like that?
What's this now? What are you doing here?
Jeez, I'm such an idiot. Like, my keyboard's up, just elevated a little bit. I couldn't see my chapstick sitting here, so I had to go find another chapstick. All right. So what we're gonna do now is, because Calvin Klein, I'm glad you got that funny joke there. Because we're in the 1500s, we're gonna flash a little something from like the 1900s or the 20th century, 21st century. And let's show them a little something. Let's show them the digipad. I guess it'll freak them out.
Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
What's that for?
All right, next thing we're gonna show them is a cell phone. This is gonna blow all their minds.
I have an idea. I'll just turn this thing on and...
Lord Almighty!
What do you think you're doing?
Listen carefully. Stop bothering this woman and go home. If you do as I say, no harm will come to you. This time. If you don't, I'll use this machine on you.
Ooh!
I can trap any of you inside this box in an instant.
Sweet savior!
And you will keep what happened here a secret. Understand?
Yes. Everyone, give your word.
I promise. Forgive us, please.
Please.
that be, all? If it is, you could perhaps go away now. And everyone, go home too. Godspeed.
Oh, I know. Ooh, run away. It's a cell phone. She's a witch. What floats? What, small pebbles?
Oh, thank you. You've saved
We got kind of a
me.
long cutscene coming up here, guys.
Who are
But bear
you?
with it. This is all part of the
Nobody you need to be
story.
afraid of. But enough about that. Did you see a girl? She's about.
This has a
your
lot of
age?
replay value,
What?
everybody. It really does.
No.
Oh, that's not good.
Look, why don't you stop by my house? It's right over there.
Let's
We
come
can
by
stay
my
out here,
house,
and you can tell
Calvin
me everything
Klein.
inside.
I'll look at your underwear.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Margaret.
I'm Ike. Ike Kush.
Well, Ike, shall we?
We shall. Oh. Give me a second. Zoink. Zoink. There we go. You know what? Do you have hair that looks like that? If you don't have hair like that, I mean, you're totally missing out.
Mother, I'm home. How are you feeling?
I am all right today. There hasn't been a great deal of pain.
It's all about the hair, man.
Is someone with you? A guest?
Wow.
Do you
Would
dress
look
like
at those
that?
strange clothes.
We met in the square. He's looking for someone. Isn't that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Your friend's voice is remarkably like your father's.
Do you think so? Where is Father anyway?
Closed up down there again. He won't come up, even with Mother like this.
It's all right, Hugo. I love your father better for doing what he believes
there it is.
in.
Jenks saying his girlfriend found interest in it because he had the dyed blonde undercut.
Hugo, you'll carry on
Very
after your
nice.
father
Very
someday,
nice.
won't you?
I don't know yet.
Well, maybe I'll just go take a peek. I wonder if Father had his dinner yet.
I wonder if he did have his dinner yet. You should look at that. Check into that.
Hey, please be careful with that.
What is that?
It's a machine, a really complicated one. It's, well, I don't know how to explain it to you.
Let me guess. It makes whatever dish you want appear?
No.
Okay, that was just wishful thinking. Well, then it maps the heavens?
No, it doesn't do that.
All right, then. I know! It lets you travel through time. And you've come from the future. Am I right?
Well, actually,
What? I'm right? How could
And you're
that
6'4" with the hair like that? Of course you stood out 6'4" with that hair.
And is
Wait
that
till you
why you've
start
got such
losing
funny
your hair.
clothes on?
Then you really
Well,
stand out. Then you do stand out.
Mother, are you all right?
Hugo. Hugo, you
Hugo
ought not
Boss.
bother our guest so. I'm sorry. He's very curious about everything, just like his father. I suppose he'll
Do you play
become a
bass, Matt, at the
scientist as
world? Then you need to
well
learn how to
once he
slap a
grows
little
to be a
bass and
man.
I'm not interested
have those fast
in
fingers.
alchemy, at least not right now. How can I be when it can't even produce a
helps.
medicine to make Mother well again?
Perhaps not yet, but with time
yet.
and effort,
Not yet.
one never knows. I'm sure that's what your father believes, dear.
So, your father's an alchemist, huh?
Well, something like that. He makes medicine for people and does stuff like mixing and grinding strange stones and metals. He's always doing that sort of thing. And I mean always, all the time.
Hugo, dear.
Spoonie!
Father's completely wrapped up in his experiments.
You can play bass, but not. You can play
So
bass,
what
not
else is
good on
new?
guitar yet.
He's always staring at the kiln. He
I'm
hasn't
not.
even noticed that I was
I'm not really good at
born.
guitar. I
Hugo,
can play some
don't
things. I got an
talk that way.
acoustic. That's what I can do.
You were looking for someone, weren't you? Tell me, what does she look like?
Is this girl like your, you know?
You know,
No,
your lady,
It's not anything like that.
your lady.
I actually don't remember too well because I
She's
just met her,
pissed.
but she was blonde and had her hair tied back kind of high, and I think she was wearing something reddish.
Reddish, huh? Can't say I remember anyone like that.
Oh, she's totally disappointed.
I guess I'll go look around. Thank you for everything.
Oh, you're leaving already? It's dark outside, so be careful. Let me know if you find her. I'll keep an eye out.
Tough luck, sis. Guess you're just not his type.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Well, goodbye. Thanks for your help.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
She's
I
definitely
couldn't help
disappointed.
much. See you soon, all right?
Toonie. We'll see her later. We come back around again. All right, so now that since that took a little bit of time out of here, we are going to regain control and go back to the present. Yeah, isn't that weird with the audio? You hearing that? It's bizarre. Oh, did that not work? Barely trying to rest your hand. So if you guys didn't know, Shadow like slammed his hand in a car door and like fractured like one finger in two places, the other two in like 2 or 3 other places, like messed himself up. And so now he's on some wicked pain meds, and when he watches me stream, I think he's hallucinating sometimes. So it's really good for him. Oh yeah, he messed his hand up. He sent me a photo of it too. So this happens. We die no matter what.
Amusing. Unfortunately, the problem remains unresolved. It looks like there's someone hiding behind a tree, and that someone is out to get you. Now, how do you suppose you can prevent that? I don't think that returning to the present is the answer. I know it's not easy either, but think about your options. Amuse me.
Sir? Oh, good. I wasn't sure whether I'd find you.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Look, if it's about the red stone, it isn't mine.
What?
So we're going to go ahead. Oh, I guess
Maybe
it won't let me
check
skip
with the
this.
other customers, but in any case, that stone isn't mine, Dana.
Huh?
He knows
How
her
did you
name and
know my
everything.
name?
Oh, that? Oh, I heard your boss talking in the cafe. My name's Ike.
Oh,
You've got a lost lighter tucked away in there.
How did you know that? Tell me.
Creeping her out.
Kind of creepy.
You really want
Yeah,
to know how?
that's how you don't talk to women like that. Don't talk to women like
I
that,
lost my lighter in the cafe.
because now you done creeped them out.
Oh, so this is yours.
Oh, it's okay. It is yours.
Thanks. Hey, I get it. You're feeling tired from being sent out to run errands all the time, right?
And you can tell this from the way I look?
Right.
See? Now you're saying I look tired. Now you're saying like I'm run down. You're not winning very many points here, Ike. Never tell a woman that she's looking tired. I don't care who you are. Oh yeah, she's gonna beat his ass. Alright, so we gotta go back to the 1500s again. Shit, I hit the wrong button. He probably already knows that from traveling back in time and stuff. Yeah, he did everything but ask her weight. By the way, Dana, how many digits are you up to these days? Yeah. Say, hey, come on, lunchbox. Let's go get some food. Yeah, right.
Well,
Gonna
you
be
have
asking for an
enough.
ass whooping. So we're gonna skip this because we've already seen it. But this time, instead of showing them the cell phone, we're gonna go ahead and show them the lighter this time. Lighter's gonna blow their minds.
Lord Almighty!
All right, we'll leave that alone. We'll skip this. We've already seen it. There's nothing new. It made a flamethrower sound when he lit it. It sounded like made a sound like the lighters in Resident Evil when you go to light something on fire. And it catches on flame. Yeah, it did. It did sound like that. All right, we're gonna skip and kind of cut through this. We're gonna get the same stuff, but there will be something different. Well, I'm glad you like that lunchbox. Say, come on, tons of fun. Let's go. All right. All right, now we have to go to the butcher. We're gonna go grab a ladder. There's the ladder. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Haven't seen you around before. A woman? Don't know anything about that. If I don't get this seedling planted by the end of the day, the foreman will have a what for.
All right. Well, we don't have the egg. We're supposed to be a Scribner's egg that we were supposed to get. I didn't get it, and that's fine. Usually get it through another playthrough. Oh, pellet. So let's check the map. You're gonna hear an audio thing here. Shit, I think I need to go to... Well, it's not this gate. Ooh, you hear that clipping? That pop? And it takes longer for it to come back onto my screen. Okay, there's a power pellet. We're looking for this manor. And I forget where it is. We'll find it, though. Here it is.
The Squire's manor is beyond that gate. The Squire's crest. Come to think of it, the seal on the manor house is about to fall off. Everyone is saying how it ought to be repaired.
Alright, so he's not going to let me in unless I give him a postcard. Or he doesn't care right now, does he?
You want to take a look inside? Well, I've got the key. Of course, I can't let you in for nothing. What have you got to trade?
What do you got for trade? All right, we'll give you something then. We'll give you the postcard. That's what he really
All
wants.
Right. Come on inside.
All right, creepy dude. That is what we want. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're actually heading over to talk to the guy that was in the middle of the square. We're going to have him stop planting that tree, because if we were talking to Danny, if you guys remember that, somebody was jumping from the tree that was killing me, as even the hell are they called? Like the homunculi, or whatever it is, said someone's hiding in the tree. So, that being said, we need to get rid of the tree. And this is how we're going to do it.
What do you think you're doing? Only the Squire. By the Blessed Mary, this is the Squire's. What's this now?
Yes, I have a message for you. The Squire doesn't want a tree here.
What?
So now we get a choice, and everything plays off into the end. You know, I mean, it's... We can do a statue or a flower bed. I'm going to do some flowers this go around.
Well, now. All right, then. If the Squire says so, that's that. Guess I'll call it a day.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. It's either that or a statue. And then Dana makes a weird observation, like saying, hey, that statue looks like you, and it turns into this big thing. So we'll just leave that alone.
So Dana is somewhere back there in the past. Oh, what have I done to get her involved in this? I promise I'll find you. Please hang in there. Until then.
Have that smoke.
Today is a good day to quit. I don't want to die.
There you go. And that should be the end of the chapter. Yeah, I don't think cigarettes are his main problem either. So on the fat PS3, we could not get past chapter 3. The start of 4, it bricked. So we should be able to get a little further in tonight's playthrough. No, he dies a bunch of different ways. And right now we're trying to figure out who's trying to kill him. There was somebody in the tree that had like a knife. He did die in the fire, but we keep going into the past to figure out what the hell's happening.
Excuse me. What do you think you're doing? Do something useful. You know, like gathering information. I'd deeply appreciate it if you wouldn't disappoint me.
And you'll find out how the flower pot comes into play. Like, you find out what's killing you.
Hello, Ike?
Oh, Mr. Eckert.
Weren't you supposed to come around to my museum today? If you're not, I was thinking about closing up here.
I'm sorry about that. I'm going to head out there right now. That's right. I was supposed to stop by the museum. I better get going.
We're going to the art museum again. It's our daily course.
We're going to the art museum again.
You know, once in a while, I hear a cat meowing in the art museum.
Don't put it out with your shoe, Al.
My daily routine is walking up this slope to the art museum.
That's a pretty bad route. That's a pretty shitty routine every day.
Likes to look at paintings.
Well, you don't touch them. That's for darn sure. Yeah, you like to look at them. I mean, I'm assuming you like to look at them. We're supposed to go talk to everybody that we possibly can, but we're not going to do that.
Hey, fella. Looking for the art museum? Just walk along the wall. You'll come to a hill next to a clock with an advertisement. Go up the hill and enter the gate.
Nice mustache. Maybe he did ask her to wait. By the way, what's your weight, Dana? She's gonna slap the shit out of him. Alright, we did miss a bunch of stuff to do, but this is some of the story. You just do this anyway.
Come in.
I'm sorry I'm so late.
It's like bro code.
Oh, that's okay. Here, take a seat somewhere. So, what can I do for you today? Did you come to see my paintings again?
No. Well, I mean, that's what I was going to do, of course, but... Hey, Mr. Eckert, do you know anything about alchemy?
Why the sudden interest? Research of some kind?
Well, not exactly.
Well, let me see. I'm not really well up on it, but there was someone notable in this city, a man named Dr. Wagner. He was supposed to have been a magician or a scientist or something. I don't know anything much more than that, though.
I see. Do you have any documents and things from that time?
I think... Wait a second.
The music?
Was this the one? Whew, Here, I'll lend this to you.
The Magician of Our City.
It's a fairly old book, maybe the oldest one here. I think it includes things like stories about real alchemists that worked in this city, recipes for the elixir of youth, even copies of documents from the era. Of course, you need to take it with a pinch of salt, maybe a fistful. If there really was an elixir, I'd want it myself. I'll let you know when I need that book back. By the way, do you like cats? Mine had a litter the other day, as you can see.
Thanks.
I don't want a
No
cat.
thanks.
Thanks, but no thanks. I don't want a cat.
Okay, but if you have a friend or anyone who wants a kitten, let
We'll
me
come
know.
back, and I think we come back and end up getting a cat
Are you going
anyway.
straight home today?
No, I was going to walk around the city some more before going home.
Was?
No, it's nothing. Just some personal stuff.
Well, anyway, I have some more work to do, so I'll keep the place open until I'm done. Feel free to look around. It's better for the paintings to be looked at by someone who really appreciates them.
I think you do mean
Thank
saucer.
you, I will.
What's going on, Ozzy? I got the old book. Kick ass. All right, we got to go look at an old painting. See, now the crest is gone. That's because I actually took it and gave it to the guy in the center of the place, or in the square. Just got done playing some NHL 2020. You know what's really fun is I always like playing NHL Hits for the GameCube. NHL Hits was such a fun game.
How are things?
Who's there?
It's creepy eyes.
I've heard that voice before.
Of course you have. Do you remember me now? I was the one who saved you. You should be a little more appreciative.
What's going on around here? Who are you?
That's not very nice. Can't you be a little more polite? I am homunculus. Not that that's
Homunculus,
what you
there it
mean.
is.
I've been waiting a long time to see you again. I've looked for you everywhere. By the way, are you using the digipad?
Have you come here to kill me?
Somebody
I think
was
you misunderstand.
somebody was talking
I'm
about
only trying to help you.
homunculi being in a game, and I don't remember what game it was.
I don't know how to give you any direct help. And that's the truth.
And they said it was kind of freaky.
I think I'm going out of my mind.
I can't seem to convince you, can I? This is really very difficult.
All right, we'll just do the, if you excuse me. So, when we were playing this last time on the fat PS3, which this is one of the rare games. This is one of the, here you go. Boom! All right. This is like one of the rare games, in fact, the only one I've ever played that has never worked on a fat PS3. And then I Googled it and everybody said the same thing. It's like getting to chapter 4, it will not load. So bogus.
Looks like you got killed again. All right then. Since we're here, let's try out my powers a little, shall we?
Yeah, if you guys got a PSP, this game is on PSP, and this game is really cheap on the PS2. This is fun. This is a fun one to sit down and really enjoy the story. This is a damn good game, you guys. And I know we're kind of going through it pretty quickly, but there's all these intersecting stories that really make this game phenomenal.
Hooray!
Now bring me a shrubbery.
Oh gosh, didn't realize anyone was out here. Sorry about yelling.
We're the knights who like to say,
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
You see, my wife finally had our baby, so you can imagine. And it's a girl, too. The hospital just called me.
Wow, congratulations. Do you work at this museum?
No, I'm sorry. My name is Eckert. I've just taken over from my father as the director of this museum.
What? You're Mr. Eckert?
See, we're back in time. We're in 79.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No, nothing.
Wait, what am I doing? I have to think about what we're going to call her. Hey, great to meet you. Bye.
So I told my wife, here's my plans for the rest of the week, everybody.
It doesn't work.
Well, how about that? Just a small example of what I can do.
Ooh, the homunculus playing games.
You better solve that on your own. You should be able to handle a little thing like that, eh?
What am I supposed to do? There used to be something in here. If I get some
power pellets. All right, so here's my plans for the rest of the week, everybody, is that, well, for one, I believe that I am supposed to be going camping, or me and my wife are meeting her parents, my in-laws, to do some social distance camping. I think we leave a week from today, and we'll be gone Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll be back Friday. We just bought this huge tent that fits to the back of our Jeep and stuff. It looks pretty kick-ass. However, I have to have all my stuff out of my office at the university by a week from today. And so as I'm rallying through that and getting that done, that's gonna suck when I have to close that door for the last time. But you know what? I'm just ready to get out of there. However, for my schedule for the remainder of this week, everybody, is that I'm packing stuff up and going down to my storage unit, and then every night I'm coming home to stream. You know why? Because it's fun and it takes my mind off things, and I think everybody enjoys it. So I hope you do. Everybody's been really supportive, so count on that I will be streaming for the most part every night for the remainder of this week until I have to start getting some camping stuff ready, probably next Sunday or Monday. So we have more streams coming up. So now we got to go hunt down power pellets. Sign to speak. Good to see you. I don't know if anybody else saw it on the Discord, but I was able to get that controller, the CDI controller adapter ordered. So it's official. It's paid for. Thank you, everybody, for helping contribute to that, to making that happen. The piece is ordered. Now with that being ordered, I'm going to wait until I receive it. It should take 10 days. So it'll be sometime late next week where we'll start streaming the other Zeldas. Hopefully I get those other CDI games. The guy sold me a bunch of CDI discs they're legitimate Philips CDI discs, but they're demo discs.
Now I can get back.
Yeah, we have to wait to get it, but I mean, it's coming from another country. It'll take 10 days to get here, and that's fine. We got some other games lined up, people. We are going to play some regular Nintendo 2. Got some NES games lined up. There's some NES games that I've never ever beaten, and I would like to. One of them being Battle of Olympus. Ooh, hey, power pellet. So everybody last night that was in here, I do apologize for choosing the person who I did for the raid. Now, there's something that I need to discuss on this with you guys, is that I didn't do my due diligence to watch the channel for even 20 seconds. I just saw what he was streaming and instantly thought, hey, that's somebody I should raid. And in doing so, it turned out to be a really shitty raid that we did. We raided somebody who didn't care. He was very he was very ungrateful. I mean, he didn't know how to say my name, but it's not that. It's easy to say people's monikers or their screen names. I get it, but he just kept slaughtering it over and over and over again. And then he got up and checked his door. Then he came back. Then he played with Nightbot for like 20 minutes. And somebody said, right when he got up and checked the door, I was gone. So I do apologize for doing that. And I will work very hard to not make that happen again. All right. So that being said, if there's people in the Discord, and if you have a friend that would like a raid at the end of my streams, let's go with that. Let's do that first. Let's give somebody who's streaming now a raid. You know, one of the friends, one of the subbers and stuff like that. Let's start with that. And if there isn't, well, then I'll do my due diligence and find somebody if I can raid them, if I want to. If not, then we won't. We'll just end it there. Yeah, and that's my fault, everybody. I mean, there's nobody else's fault, but I'm sorry for putting everybody into that. We went in there like raid, and he was just weird with it. Yes, it was very rude. So it's my fault, everybody. So that I will work my hardest to ensure that that doesn't happen again. And we'll ask everybody in the chat. We'll ask everybody in the chat if they have a friend that needs a raid. Okay? Because obviously when we raid somebody, it's nice for them to say, hey, that guy was a nice, let's check his channel out and give it a follow. Like if Frosty's streaming, I'm going to raid Frosty if he's streaming. You know, I mean, obviously he speaks Spanish in his channel, but I would rather give him the numbers in the raid than give that other asshole those numbers. Moving on. That was my fault, everybody. That was my fault. So I do apologize for that. I really felt bad at that. I was really pissed, and I was talking to one of my moderators, Executive Bear, about it in quite some length today. So I'm looking for a few more power pellets. No, I'm just saying, Frost, if you were streaming and I was finished, I mean, I'm gonna go through the people that auto host me first. You know, there's a few of them that auto host. I work with Frost on that, so I believe he auto hosts me. I auto host him. Let's just go back. I think we'll be okay. Oh, thank you, Spoonie. Well, I'll put you on auto host as well. I may have you, I may not. But we're gonna look at that first. You know, like Jank immediately started streaming after my stream, and I should have went and raided Jank. I should have done that, and we're gonna start doing that a little more often. It's fun to raid some randoms.
Well, what do you think?
But that's something we come in. That's something we risk by raiding random people who are just like, whatever. I didn't see a raid. Whatever. Hey, thanks, slapartist. That's what he called me, slapartist.
Is that you, Ike?
Wow.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
We're over that.
Mr. Eckert, do you have a daughter?
See? Slapartist. I know.
It's all right. I'll take care of it later.
He was an idiot.
I'm sorry.
The guy was an ass.
I didn't think I ever mentioned my daughter to you.
Well, no.
I do have a daughter, or rather I did. She was taken by some madman right after she was born. My wife was killed in the same attack. Does that answer your question?
I'm sorry. I had no idea.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry. Right? The Cicero guy that was playing Super Metroid. I actually messaged him and asked him how that went. You have a suspicion that he was broadcasting from his 85-year-old mother's basement.
Any luck? Well?
Okay, I'll believe
It was
you for
weird.
now.
Yeah, the Cicero guy was very nice. He was a very nice person.
And I'm grateful that you gave me another chance at life.
Yeah, another chance in life. You seem not very grateful,
Now
Ike.
we're talking. Well, I'm really counting on you. If you die, I'll be in trouble too, you know.
I don't really get it. But are you sure about this? I mean, I can't do anything except for myself.
But that's all right. It's the way things should be. As you can see, my body is very fragile and won't let me do much.
Fragile.
I picked up a baby the other day, and it was really quite terrible. Absolutely exhausted me. I won't ever do that again. So because of all that, I can only provide you with some backup aid. Oh, I almost forgot. You will see that red stone again sometime. When you do, could you acquire it somehow? I would like you to give it to someone called Dr. Wagner. That's all for now. I'll be seeing you.
Woo! All right, moving on.
What on
Now-
earth is going on around here?
This was where we couldn't get past the game on the fat PS3. But we're going to get a little bit further. At least it should. They should make a CGI movie for this. I think it would be pretty interesting. This is like, there's so many different paths you can take in chapters. Some have more than others. So I'm gonna die. You die right away. There's nothing you can do about it.
Are you all right? Isn't there any way you can avoid being stabbed to death? What about putting something like an iron plate under your clothing? And if you make good use of that, perhaps... Please, make a good job of it.
What's up, Blaster Master? Good to see you. All right. Just got finished playing Warzone. This is about 100 years ago. What will I find here? Let's go there. I was going to say to the future, but to the past. Jesus. This is like the PS2 kind of intro, isn't it? I don't want to say this word, but it's very PS2-ishy. Power pellet. We need these. We're running low. And we'll go back and talk to this guy in a minute. But right now I'm going to try to farm some power pellets. We need some. Whoa, 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 whoa. But you never found the PS2 enjoyable? Really? Blaster. Dude, the PS2 had, I think, what? The largest game library of any console. There's so many good games for the PS2. And I don't think, you know, personally to me, Blaster, I don't think GTA was one of the best games out there. I mean, it was fun, but there's so many better games than GTA. This is me talking. And I shouldn't be harping on you, but PS2 had so many good games. Oh, Silent Hill 2, Fatal Frame 2. You know, I mean, Zone of the Enders, Blood Will Tell. Oh man, so many good games. They're gonna cause a fight, Blaster, by talking that heresy in this channel. I'm just giving you some guff. You never found it enjoyable. What do you mean by that, though? Like, what do you mean by enjoyable? Or not enjoyable? I'm kind of curious. Oh, hey, there's another power pellet. Let's grab that. Power pellet. What? Ooh, I like wrestling games too. I always liked them for the 64. 64 was a good console for wrestling games. There we go. There's another power pellet. The homunculi stole all my power energy, my travel pellets, so... kind of farming a few. The games on the system weren't what you'd like, and I never liked the PlayStation controller. Oh, they were fun. Yeah, having wrestling tournaments were so fun. I mean, the thing about it was I think I liked wrestling when I was a little kid. I really did. Who didn't? I loved wrestling as a little kid. You know, and then you get older and you get out of it. But I think I liked wrestling also when I was in high school because you had like WCW Nitro and stuff like that for the 64. So we started playing those games and we started watching wrestling again. And I remembered everybody had wrestling t-shirts they'd wear to school and stuff. And it was such a damn good time. And I loved those wrestling games. They were so fun. You never liked the PlayStation controller. And, you know, there's people that love... I never liked the original Xbox controller, the Duke. But there's people that love it. So, I mean, it's all what you like. Definitely a personal preference. But I've never really heard that, Blaster, so...
Oh, yes? Do you work at this museum?
You still watch it.
What?
Have you been to it? SmackDown?
This is my home. We've been here for generations.
What's going on, No Pin?
as the descendants of the regional squire. Now,
So what's your favorite controller then,
first
Blaster?
it was my parents, now my wife, all in such short time. That leaves just myself and the two children in this castle of a house.
WrestleMania
You're right, it's too large
2000.
for just the
Who
three
was
of
in 2000? Who wrestled in that?
Perhaps it ought to be a museum, just as you say.
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean that as sarcasm. Don't be offended. Actually, I'm grateful for the advice. To tell you the truth, I'd been thinking that I should just get rid of this house. Too many memories of my wife.
You're telling me this
bring
is the
sorrow.
best controller ever made?
But a museum, that's something I haven't thought of.
Don't even get me started on that
Maybe
thing.
a good
That's why
thing
we're
it
not
is.
playing on that anymore.
Perhaps
I'm
this
doing
is
well,
meant to
no
be.
pin. Doing good.
There are enough pictures in that collection of my forebears.
He's thinking about turning
It seems
this
he had an
into a
artist he
museum.
favored.
You mean Carl Franson?
How did you know that? Are you checking into this house? I don't remember telling anyone that it was for sale yet.
No, please don't misunderstand. It's just that I happen to like his paintings. And it's not like, you know.
Well, all right then. I've made up my mind anyway. I'll turn a part of this building into a private museum and open the collection of paintings to the public. That way I can take care of the children while I work. Besides, I know that there's at least one admirer of Carl Franson's work. All right, that's what I'll do. I owe you many thanks. By the way, allow me to introduce myself, if somewhat belatedly. My name is Alfred Brum.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ike Kush.
I'm grateful to you, Ike.
An ant scared the shit out of you,
Come
Corn?
inside. We'll have tea or something.
The Rock, Stone
Okay.
Cold, Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley, Undertaker, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, Triple H, WrestleMania 2000.
Ooh,
Big hands and they were too
He's
close
just
on the
gone to
PlayStation
sleep,
controllers.
finally.
Oh, looks like No Pin's gonna lurk a little bit.
Come out by yourself, Sybil. Will you make tea for our guest?
If I must.
No Pin, if you haven't checked it out, please head over and look at my YouTube page. I have a lot of streams on there. I'm just trying to build that audience up as much as possible. If you do have Twitter,
Here
you can
go.
follow me on Twitter
thank
as
you for
well.
the tea, dear. Oh, yes. I should tell my sweet Sibylla.
WrestleMania.
I've decided to turn this house into a museum. What do you think?
Whatever you decide is always good enough for me.
Thank you. I was a little afraid that you'd object.
Oh, it's much, much better than selling this house.
I see. I'm sorry I made you worry that much. I know. Let's have a photograph taken. If we're going to start a museum, we'll need to renovate. We'll all get a picture taken with the house before then. Please join us, Ike. There's no time like the present. I'm going to fetch the photographer this instant.
Mr. Franson? This early in the morning?
Franson?
Oh, yes, he's descended from the painter Carl Franson. Maybe that's why he's a photographer. He's a good friend of mine. I can count on him to come if I need him. Just wait a little while. Sibylla, you hold the fort and watch the baby, please.
Of course. Did you persuade Father not to sell the house?
No, I don't, sign
No,
to
I
speak.
didn't do anything like that.
That
This
was
is
one I
something
never
your
got
father
around to
decided
playing
on
this
his
year.
own.
I have Haunting Ground sitting like
But I'm
right
only glad
behind
that
this
the house
door.
won't be sold.
I just never played it during October because it's a spooky game. I wanted to wait till October, and I never got to it last year. So
Oh, it's coming undone here. Give it to me. I'll mend it for you.
What? Oh, that's okay.
Don't worry. I may look little, but I can do anything.
Take it off.
Everything besides cooking, that is.
But I will be doing Haunting Ground here soon, sign to speak. If I get bored or run out of games to play, I mean, that's definitely one that I could do because there's a lot of interest in Haunting Ground.
Are you
Ruh-roh.
cold? If you are, just put that costume over you. I'll be done soon.
So if you guys are watching this from chapter 1, you're going to see something really interesting here. So, no, talking about wrestling there, I liked Lex Luger in wrestling. I liked him when he put people in the rack. He was definitely not a very popular character, but I always played him
Have the picture taken like that.
on the 64 games. We will get to that Haunting Ground, though. Yeah, you put people in the rack. When you put people in the rack, it was like game over. Ooh, the egg.
Isn't that an interesting egg? Father bought it for me the other day. There's paper inside it, and you can write letters on there. But I don't need it anymore. You can have it.
How come?
I was gonna write, please don't sell the house, and give it to Father. But now that he said he's not going to let the house go, it's all right.
You were a Kane fan?
Isn't there an iron plate?
An iron plate? What do you want something like that for?
Well, I just kind of need one.
There's nothing like that here. What is it for? Do you need to grill something?
No, nothing like that. Hey, wait a second.
I got an interesting story about wrestling here.
A frying pan. Do you have a frying pan? Oh, you must have one.
No. When Mother died, Father had all her things taken away.
Sid Vicious.
So we
I
only
remember
eat
when
what the
Sid Vicious
housekeeper
jumped
brings
off the
nowadays.
rope and broke his
No one
leg.
will let me cook yet, you see.
He broke his leg in that tall boot, and it just went, and it flopped like that. And they tried to drag him, and he's like, no, no. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Oh God, that was
You're right.
It was so wicked.
Good thinking, Sibylla.
You're welcome. But it's too early for any of the shops to be open.
Oh, yeah, come to think of it, there was a bunch of frying pans in the bar where that fire was during the day.
Oh, so gnarly.
What is it?
It's okay. Can I borrow something to write with? And can I use this too? All right. Now it's a question of whether I can make it to that time. Sorry, there's something I have to take care of.
You guys will find this very interesting. If you were watching it from the beginning, he didn't die. Ike didn't die because he gathered a bunch of people for the in the square because they had a performer there. Now you start to see Ike in this costume. I still have something to talk about wrestling, but I'm just explaining the story here. That there was a performer in the square on the first chapter 1.
Wonder if this worked. I'm pretty sure this is where I saw the juggler.
We're gonna visit the fortune teller here real quick. Oh, I want that. Okay. Before I go on any further, what I was gonna say is that you know, I was in my storage unit the other day, and instead of listening to music, I listened to a lot of This American Life. If no one else listens to it, it's really a great broadcast. And they were talking about no sports, you know, with COVID and what that does for sports writers, and how sports writers are doing anything they can to just pick up scraps to write about something. And one of the people broadcasting, or one of the persons Ira Glass interviewed, was discussing and rewatching old sports tapes. And they made the reference to, if you've ever seen the movie I Am Legend with Will Smith, where he's kind of at the end of the world and he's watching rerun broadcasts of like Good Morning America to try to simulate a normal life in a post-apocalyptic world. And the thing about it is that this gentleman was showing reruns of sports, you know, basketball, especially with the new Michael Jordan series that came out, and discussing how, you know, that kind of created something to watch every Sunday. You had something to look forward to. I'm getting off track. But this gentleman also was showing reruns of like WrestleMania to one of his children and saying, this is what I used to watch as a kid, and this is what we were into at the time. And it was really a neat listen. And they were discussing wrestlers, and it was worth the watch. I mean, worth the listen. And it was just fun to listen to that, because for the fact is, I grew up I was born in 81, so, you know, 85, 86, 87, 88, you know, all those were great years for wrestling. And if you have not yet seen it, I highly recommend that you watch Andre the Giant, the documentary that's on HBO. It's well worth the watch. It's sad. I'm going to warn you on that. You know, I mean, I welled up watching it. You know, I mean, I loved Andre the Giant. You know, I grew up with Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior and the Macho Man Randy Savage, and you see those people in there, and it's really a neat documentary. And that's just what I wanted to share.
Welcome. Oh? You are not in your own time, are you?
No, I am not.
Unless you return there quickly, you won't be able to go back at all. Beware.
Beware. Beware. No, I do not remember the Giant Gonzalez. I do not.
I guess this is as far as I go.
They talk about Andre the Giant, whose name was like Giant Fairy when he first started, about his partying. His ability to party and drink and eat is like unreal. And at one point, he took his ring off to give it to, what was his name? What was the commentator? Mean Gene. Give it to Mean Gene. And that ring was like this big around. And Mean Gene is just laughing because it almost looked like a bracelet to him. It is just... I remember... I don't know Flying Brian, but I remember Superfly Jimmy Snuka. I remember him. It's just a great time. Just a great time. Mean Gene Okerlund. Yes. Ricky Steamboat. Tugboat Timothy Jr., right? Yeah.
There I am. Listen to me talking about...
So look at this. Ike was the juggler from chapter 1.
What on earth? There's something in here.
How trippy is that?
Please, let it work.
I've met,
There's a letter
I
inside.
met, what was his name?
To Ike. Please get something like a thick iron plate. What
Goldberg. I met Goldberg. He came to our town here in Butte and wrestled. You know, a lot of washed up wrestlers come to these smaller towns. And speaking of wrestlers, which was really neat, when I was in grad school, I was able to get I was able to watch the early screener that the Writers Guild usually gets, but I was able to watch the movie The Wrestler before it was even out to the public, a legitimate copy.
The same trick again.
And it was, I liked the
really
movie The
sorry.
Wrestler.
I
I
mean
use it a
that.
lot to teach with in class.
Well, I guess you wouldn't go home dressed like that.
You'd rather have met Goldust?
Everyone, come out to the front.
Come on.
Yeah, I recommend watching the movie The
You
Wrestler.
Go on ahead. I have to get my baby brother.
All right. Hold still, please.
Oh, that was bright.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry I dragged you out of bed.
Thank you to you, too. You can change back now.
That's right. I should get changed.
You should get changed.
Oh, I thought you changed already.
What? Oh, not yet.
Dustin and Cody. Superfly Jimmy Snuka's daughter wrestles now? Tamina is what you said?
You've got a frying pan
Yeah, the
already?
wrestler's great.
Oh, that. It's a long story.
You know, I really liked the
I'm
movie
sorry,
The
but I have
Wrestler.
something I need to do, so see you soon.
I really did like The Wrestler, and it was
Come again
my
soon.
my teacher said, Nick, I'll give
You
you.
can use that key as much as you want.
What?
I saw you.
He stole a key.
What are you talking about?
What's the matter? You have to go somewhere, right? You shouldn't be late.
Oh, that's right.
Stole it.
Okay, see you.
My old professor, who is part of the Writers Guild, said, Nick,
No,
I'll
I should
give
go
you.
back to the present from here, where other people can't see me.
He goes, I'll give you one of these two movies. You can take it home and watch. I can't give you both. It was between Slumdog Millionaire or it was The Wrestler. And I said, oh, I'm not a big into Bollywood films, so I'm gonna take The Wrestler. And I remember watching it, and then I watched it again. And then my brother came home, and he's like, what are you watching? I said, The Wrestler. And you've never seen it before because it's not even out. It was a Writers Guild copy. And I remember my brother sitting down and watching it. And I couldn't watch it the third time in a row, but like my brother loved wrestling too growing up. And after he finished, he goes, man, that was a good movie. And my brother and I growing up, we used to wrestle. He was 5 years older than me. So my brother's like, here, come here, Nicholas. I'll give you a pile driver. He used to just beat the snot out of me wrestling. So I never really enjoyed wrestling with him because I was never, he outweighed me by like 40, 50 pounds. He just beat me up all the time. But I enjoyed it. Yeah, Mickey Rourke did a good job on that. So we're going to go back to our own time. We have a frying pan. It was written on the egg that the juggler threw to Ike, which was Ike. Ike threw it to Ike and said, hey, get a frying pan. So that's why we have one now. Tamina's on Raw. Yeah, I don't watch wrestling anymore. But if I was to do it, I remember the Junkyard Dog. I remember it's fun to go back and watch those older wrestling matches. And I'm going to tell you something. I just did a search here real quick. So we have to use this frying pan. Otherwise we die. They were saying that the best WrestleMania ever was WrestleMania 17. Also known as WrestleMania X7. Ranked #1 by the Bleacher Report. Now I know there's some wrestling fans in here, so He only wrestles one match a year. I remember it being a huge issue when the Undertaker would wrestle. Like, he was huge. So was Sting, had a huge play in wrestling.
I guess I managed to escape thanks to this thing.
All right, that should be the end of that chapter. Scotty Steiner. Really? I mean, those guys were so distinguishable. I mean, you can't walk around and not say, yeah, that's Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is super famous.
I could use a little food. I guess being hungry is a sign that I'm still alive. Hey, I could go to that place, the one with the fire earlier in the day.
Look at this guy huffing and puffing, power walking.
Art museum or library? I heard it was a tough decision.
3 in the morning?
Almost 100 years ago.
Is that who played The Undertaker, Mark Calloway? I mean, I don't know their real names. I don't. You know, it's pretty much a legend. Yeah. All right, so first thing we got to do is go visit the fortune teller. Always visit the fortune teller. Doodaloo doodaloo. Doodaloo doodaloo. Come on, music. This lady's still creeping around here, aren't you?
I'm hungry. A broken heart doesn't kill your appetite. I went to that bar a lot when I was with someone.
Ooh, power pellet.
Welcome.
Listen, will you tell my fortune again?
Yes, tell me it one more time.
Certainly.
Well?
The fated hour is 10:30.
10.
I see.
Listen carefully. What I tell you is nothing more than one possible future. The shape of your destiny can change depending on what actions you take.
There's a WrestleMania channel, isn't there? You can subscribe to it, and it's all like the wrestling matches.
The appointed hour has passed. Then I will tell for you the next fortune.
Okay.
WWE Network. See, and I remember when it was WWF, and when they changed it, people were upset. Yeah, I'm so out of touch with wrestling, I couldn't tell you who's who. Couldn't tell you who's who anymore. You're going to be a referee? Actually put in an app to work there was going to be a referee. Well, why didn't you be a referee? I'm sure they make good money. Oh, moved to Connecticut.
Good evening.
Please, have a seat over there.
What's good to eat around here?
Oh, everything. Meat's good, vegetables are good. If you don't have anything particular in mind, well, why don't you try the special?
All right, I'll have that.
Coming right up. You're gonna love this.
You have to be an actual
The
certified
science of
wrestling
alchemy
referee.
has as its
You also probably
brain
have to learn
two
how to
great
take a beating
projects.
too, because sometimes referees get in the middle of it.
One is the synthesis of the elixir of life.
Now, something really
that which
neat
would free mankind from all ills of
is
the
if you
body.
haven't watched the Andre the Giant
other is an amalgam,
documentary,
purely scientific
they also
in
talk
nature.
about
The creation
there were
of
so many different
homunculus,
wrestling networks across the
artificial
country that they needed to make them
Both
all into
require as
one.
their central
It's
ingredient
really
a
neat,
red
the history
stone
of it too.
known as the Philosopher's Stone.
The Philosopher's Stone.
The Philosopher's Stone.
The Falafel
Wow,
Stone.
could that be?
It is it. It is.
Here we shall briefly examine the life of Wolfgang Wagner, whose alchemical prowess was known throughout the region. Though born a farmer's son, he became the ward of wealthy kin after his prodigious intellect was recognized, and pursued studies in medicine and theology at university. Following this period, he seems to have made his living as an apothecary while pursuing the science of alchemy. However, what secured his lasting fame was no doubt the manner in which he met his end. Amid rumors of his engagement in an experiment of great magnitude and duration, Dr. Wagner's house was shaken by a thunderous explosion, and the alchemist himself was never seen again. It is often said that a no more fitting end could have been imagined for a magus such as he.
Right? Be like that guy that does put the salt off
That
his
sounds
arm.
kind of suspicious.
Here you are. Enjoy.
That sounds suspect. And my food is now suspect. It's been tainted. And I guarantee it's not salt that she put on there. Spoonie.
Hello, Ike. How are things going? Have you found anything out? That's an interesting book you have there.
Hmm? You want to look at it?
Please, don't shove that near me. I don't like the symbol on the cover.
What, this? You don't like this pentagram kind of thing? You're a little strange.
Well, of course I am. In any case, I know the contents of that book.
Someone had to say it, Spoonie.
Dr. Wagner, who is mentioned in the book, had a daughter, and she's a very significant figure to you.
What? Like she's one of my ancestors?
But you see, the digipad is drawn to that age because of the link, whatever it is. Please, don't forget the red stone.
Red
I'm
stone.
looking for it too, but I believe that you are the one who is fated to acquire it. Getting your hands on it will be a step towards avoiding your own death as well. Remember that, Ike.
Hey,
Creepy.
I need
The homunculus is creepy.
Gone again. This is a really one-sided kind of relationship. Me and the age this book talks about. What's the connection? What the... Oh, am I tired or something?
You've just been drugged, dude. And you're dead. You're dead.
Do you know what you died of?
What?
Oh yeah, he has terrible
It was
luck.
poison, probably from the sea hare. It uses the female of a type of sea slug as the basic raw material. You can control the rapidity of the effect and the intensity of symptoms by how you blend it. I'd say that was the culprit, but you'll need to look into the details yourself. Why don't you try the library? Oops, I guess it's the art museum now. See you around.
Well, aren't we
it's the
just
art museum now?
spooky and
What does that mean?
mystic and cryptic? All right, so we're gonna have to change museum into a library, and that's what we're gonna do. So it tells me to go back into the bar 3 times. I don't want to go back into the bar 3 times. I think I die no matter what. So we're just going to press on and go for a different ending. So we're actually going to go back into 1902 and talk to Alfred one more time. Instead of changing it to a museum, we're going to change it to a library. Do. All right. Should be a power pellet right there. Bingo. It's closed.
I might as well turn back. There's nothing this way.
Where the hell did he go? I'm looking for Alfred. I found the kitchen. A moose head. Well, maybe his daughter has something to say. God damn it. Get me out of this.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. Just came to talk, that's all.
Oh, you can go anywhere you like. That's nice. I always have to mind the baby, so I can't go outside to play. Besides, Father will be busy changing the house around from now on.
Is it pretty boring for you here, Sibylla?
Yes, just a little. Oh, don't tell Father. He'll worry, you see.
It's okay, I won't tell. Hey, Sibylla, do you like cats? Kittens?
Yeah, I love kittens. Oh, are you gonna get me one?
I know someone who might be able to help. I'll ask him if you like.
Really? A kitty?
Okay, I'll bring you one soon.
Let's go. I mean, shit. Let's do it right now. I mean, I'm kind of really jumping around here, but... No, it's probably going to be closed. I bet I can't do it. It's 9 o'clock at night. Power pellet. I think we get this guy to actually change his movie.
Is anything wrong?
What do you think of this?
Huh?
This. What do you think of this? The movie this poster's for. It's pretty popular, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
What's the secret for a hit film, anyway?
I don't have a clue.
Maybe it's the method.
Are there any
thing.
good series
The
that anybody's
filmmakers
watching?
or
Anything
the
that's...
director's life
My
experience?
wife and I have been watching
I should have tried more
Family
things when I
Matters
was young.
every night
I'll be
and enjoying
50
our
soon,
Steve Urkel.
And then it's all over. Life is short. You there, make sure you leave with no regrets, all right? Live each day as though it's your first and last.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I enjoy The Mandalorian as well.
Hi, what can I do for you?
Well, I need a kitten.
You can take one? Great. Well, that's just wonderful. There, take the one sleeping in that basket. She's a nice cat.
I appreciate it.
Where'd he put that cat? He just put that cat in its pocket, you know? Yeah, I think we're only on like season 2. I mean, we've been enjoying them. It's just something to zone out on. Yeah, of course, we watched The Mandalorian right when it came out. I mean, how could you not? I mean, that was such a fun show. I'm looking forward to it. That's a mouse in my pocket. Yeah, I gotta find Alfred. I don't know where the hell he went. I lost him. Ooh, power pellet. What's up, Cutthroat? What the hell are you doing? You at work right now? I think Cutthroat's at work right now, everybody, so he's doing what he's doing. Making that money. Oh, there's Alfred right there. Let's give the cat away, though. Power pellet. Nice, full power pellets.
Oh, you've got a kitten, haven't you? Show me, please. Oh, she's so soft. Can I really have her?
Not at work today, but in the middle of a project.
I promised, didn't I? Make sure you give her lots of love.
Hooray! Thank you!
Give him lots of love.
Thank you
Come,
for the
Mr.
lovely
Bigglesworth.
kitten.
All right, all right. Gave her a cat. Yay. Let's go change the library.
I'm still not sure, you see.
You don't want to turn it into a museum?
Well, I thought about that, but I've got a lot of books, too. A library wouldn't be a bad idea either, don't you agree? Okay, you've helped me make up my mind. A library it is.
I don't know what Dad thinks about the cat. How's that? Did you play Shantae yet? Cutthroat? We're out of here. Now we're gonna go to 1584. Well, Cutthroat bought one. Cutthroat bought a legit copy of it. It's supposed to be a fun game. I mean, I will have to play an emulator of it. I don't think right now buying a, you know, few $100 Game Boy Color game would be really good in my budget, and I don't think my wife would appreciate that. She'd make me sell all my games probably, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just ask to borrow Cutthroats.
Come to think of it, she said her father did research. He may be this Dr. Wagner. They may have some sort of a link to me.
They might. There may be some lineage, but now the building's up in smoke.
No, no, it's too dangerous. Don't get too near that house. There was an explosion just now. What with him dabbling in all that science, it's no wonder. God sent his judgment down.
Evil people.
Is this Dr. Wagner's house?
Oh, so you knew him, did you? Well, anyway, you'd best not stick your nose in, or you'll be cursed too. See if you don't.
So, this was Dr. Wagner's place.
It was Dr. Wagner's place. And we got to move forward. We're going to get this dog that's like really hungry and angry. All right, to the butchers. That's all right. We're going to feed him. Don't worry about it. We're going to feed that dog.
What, looking for meat? Hey, you're kind of cute. I'll tell you what, you can have the scrap meat over there for free.
I got a cut of meat. Oh.
Go ahead and take whatever scrap meat you need.
Yeah, see? You just need to be like Ike. Be like Ike, baby. Be like Ike. Just wanted a T-bone.
here.
Who are you?
Creepy. All right, so there's a key on the ground here. I need to grab that. Power pellet. And I believe that's it. We're out of here. Now we're going to go to the present. Where the hell do I have to go here? Oh, the library. That's where we're heading, is to the library. Going the wrong way. So when I was playing this on the PS3, guys, the PS3 has the smoothing option. This one doesn't really have it. Well, the PS2 do not have it. There's that cat. There's two cats.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, not really.
Enter the white double doors and pick up the library book. Okay, I don't know where that was. I missed the double doors. Steal a cat. Taking walks for your health. Ooh, there it was. See it? Have to get the book about sea hares. Okay, now that we have that information, we can get the hell out of here. We got to travel to 1582 and go inside Margaret's house and go downstairs to meet Dr. Wagner. All right, we're 2 years before the explosion. We're almost close to chapter 6, everybody. We're moving right along, but there's a lot of story that we're not getting. And I guess that's what makes this part, this game really fun, is that there's so many different stories you can get. And when you beat the game, you see what you haven't done or haven't completed.
Is that you, Hugo?
Is that you, Hugo?
Whoever you are, I want you out. How did you get in here?
Look, excuse me, but are you Dr. Wagner?
Yes, that is correct.
Wow, say, is that for your research into the homunculus?
Someone has been telling you things you ought not to know. Is it Hugo? But of course, I don't think I've told him yet.
No, it wasn't. Call it a hunch.
A hunch? Well, if you say
I got a good hunch.
Excuse me, but I must ask you to leave now. And if you can, forget about what you saw in this room, please.
Are you by any chance looking for the Philosopher's Stone?
What did you say? You mean that you have it?
Well, no, I don't know if it's the one, but I have seen a stone, a red stone.
Ah, should you gain possession of it, allow me a small amount. I beg of you, please.
Just cooking stuff in the basement of their house, you know, back in 1582. Scientist. See, this guy, this was Breaking Bad before Breaking Bad was Breaking Bad. Scientist. All right.
Oh, who are you?
Hi. Sorry if I startled you.
Aren't you the one from... I think you were looking for someone, weren't you? Quite a while ago. It's been some time. Did you find whoever it was?
No, not yet.
Not if you're cooking stuff in your
You're still
basement. They have an
looking?
idea about it.
I'm impressed. Hasn't it been at least 2 years? Well, I tried finding her too, afterwards, but I didn't have any luck. I'm sorry. But a lot happened to us right after you came. Mother passed away, you know. Oh, yes. Hugo's still at school. He started this year, and he's gotten serious about learning. I think he's decided to follow in our father's footsteps. But I shouldn't just make you listen to me talking. I'm sorry. So, what brings you here today?
Is there something around here called a sea hare antidote?
What? What's the matter? Why do you need something like that?
Well...
It's here on the shelf. Help yourself. I won't tell Father.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is she my ancestress?
What?
What?
See? This is
You
why
have
they maybe
something on
can't
my face?
do what they want to do. It's totally Back to the Future, right?
Oh, sorry. I was just...
Your mom!
I didn't mean to... Heck, guess I'll be going now.
Huh? You're going already? Why don't you just stay a while?
It's not your mom. I mean,
You can tell me about the future and things.
has anybody ever seen the movie? I love it, but
So everyone thinks I'm from the future after all.
Surviving Christmas
Well,
with Ben
Hugo's the only
Affleck,
one who says so, and
James
nobody else believes
Gandolfini,
him.
who played Tony
Except
Soprano.
me, that is. It's more interesting that way, don't you think? So, tell me, What is it like in your time?
It's
Okay,
a really
then.
funny movie. There's a part there where the
Good. Oh, I have some things to
the mom
deliver,
does these
so
photo
I'll walk
shoots,
with
but she
you.
does like dirty photo shoots, and they find them online, and this fake grandfather's. It's a funny whole scene, but when the kid and the grandfather sees it, he's like, "Dude, it's your mom!" on the computer. God, it's funny. It's such a funny scene. Yeah, when this was peak graphics, of course, this was great. I mean, watching
There's
this was like,
someone,
wow,
a
this
friend
is
of mine called Mr. Eckert.
groundbreaking.
In my time, he's a director of an art museum.
Yes, and?
Well, I met Mr. Eckert's great-grandfather about 100 years in the past, and you won't believe how alike they look. The face and hair. Well, they're both pretty young, but the hair.
You mean a little thin, maybe like the Squires?
And I mean in the same way. You know, on the top.
I guess that sort of thing is in the blood.
Yeah, come to think of it, they both had a daughter. Oh.
What is it?
Well, Mr. Eckert said his daughter, she's gone.
You mean something happened to her?
Yeah, a crime of some sort.
Mario 64.
But like 20 years ago. And the funny thing is, it seems like he's still waiting for her to come back.
I see. I guess that happens. It's like Hugo not being able to forget Mother. Family ties are strong, aren't they?
Say, it's gotten dark already. Sorry if I've kept you.
Not at all. I enjoyed the conversation. Oh, here we are. Will you wait a second?
Yeah, I remember Mario 64 and seeing those graphics for the first time. And just blowing my
Dana?
mind. Dana gone. Dana's gone. Left her. Jerk.
What's the matter?
It's just that she looked like her.
That girl you've been looking for?
Yes, but I lost sight of her. Maybe it wasn't even her.
Well, I need to go home now. Is that all right?
Of course.
Ooh.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. But you really are from a different world altogether, aren't you?
Well...
Don't worry. I won't tell anyone about the things you've told me. Not that anyone would believe me anyway.
Thank you. It would be better if you could. I don't think I should be leaving anything behind in this age. Not just actual things, but talking about stuff too, like I just did.
Mess with the space-time
What do you mean?
continuum.
Well, like, suppose I were to kill someone in this age.
That's a terrible thing
Oh,
to
Blaster
say.
Master, have a good night too. I'm getting ready
bad
to
example?
wrap this up as well.
Well, anyway, if that person were supposed to live till 100
Where's my
and have
alert?
lots of kids and grandkids, but if I interfere with his life at this point,
Yeah, I'm getting
those
ready
kids
to.
and grandkids will never be
Once I
born,
get out of here, I got to
and
use the
all
sea
their
hair,
descendants in my time will
and
just
then I'm
disappear.
gonna wrap it up. It's the end of the chapter.
Do you get that?
So if you want to see how it ends, you totally can.
Yes.
But if not,
I think
Blaster, I hope to catch
so.
you another night.
So the more I interfere with the past, the more the future will change.
Yep.
It may
It's
not be
getting
as
late for
serious
me.
as that example I just used, but anything I do here could affect the future.
Yeah, I'll be playing this tomorrow. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I mean, I'm kind of burning through it. I'm really just excited to play another
I don't
Zelda
quite
CD high.
understand yet,
And I'm getting both of them.
but I'll sleep on
We
it.
have the Faces of Evil,
Your
but we're also going to
age
have
is very
Zelda,
interesting to
the
me.
Zelda's Adventure as
I
well.
wish I could see it,
It's nothing exciting. Kind of boring, really.
but I still want to see what it's like.
I don't know why, but I feel such a strong pull towards it. Won't you take me to your time?
No, I can't do that. It's not possible. The future will change.
Do you know what that would do?
After all, you're my...
Huh? You're what?
You're my lady friend. You're my lady friend. So now we got to make a decision. Choose I think you're my ancestor twice. Endings A, B1, B2, or C. Choose nothing. This. This all has a big effect. What do you guys want? Do you want an ancestor of mine or nothing? It does have an effect on the game. Do we tell her that maybe you're an ancestor? Or do we just kind of let this, her continually to like gravitate towards me? Man at the world's praying for ancestor. Anybody else? Bueller. 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 I can't remember what the best one was. Oh man, everybody's saying for ancestor. I really want to say nothing because I'm curious to, I don't remember exactly what happens. I'm looking it up real quick here. Let's yeah, let's not tell her. Let's not tell her. Let's not tell her.
Oh, nothing. Oh. Wait a sec. Did I just say something really important?
What? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, now we get another decision. See, if we tell her we're an ancestor, then she has to stay here. Right? Let's say it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's not as though I've looked up whether I'm descended from you or not. But you should forget about me and live a regular life here in this world.
Oh, I see. An ancestress, huh? That's how you see me. I thought... Well, never mind. It doesn't matter.
I didn't mean...
I'm sorry if I've been a bother. I was out of line.
Margaret.
It's actually a good part.
I was born here, and someday I shall marry someone and have children, grow old and die. And it's all been decided already, hasn't it? And then my child will have a child, then that child too, and all the way at the end of that repetition is you. That's what you mean. And if I were to break away from my time right now, you would never be born.
It's very probable.
Something like that, maybe.
Definitely maybe.
I can't be sure. I don't have any memory of my parents, so...
I understand. Don't worry about me. I'm all right. You'll come over again, won't you?
to tell me all these wondrous things? That's allowed, isn't it?
I will. So, see you again soon.
So she doesn't see the Calvin Klein underwear.
Oh,
She
Hugo.
doesn't try to make it
Did you
with
just
her
get back?
ancestor.
No, I heard everything. I didn't mean to be a snoop, but
You are
it
Snoopy.
didn't seem like I could just walk in.
You've been dropping eaves, haven't you, Samwise
It's
Gamgee?
okay. I won't tell anyone.
You won't.
for heaven's
After I
sake,
cut that tongue out of your
could've just
mouth.
come in.
I was just trying to be tactful, after all, sis.
That's quite all right. Oh, Hugo.
Cut that
What?
tongue out.
Still, you know, mother's lock of hair.
What?
Put the lotion on the skin.
I know how much you miss mother, but you can't carry that thing around forever.
Yeah, you little weirdo.
Shut up! What do you mean, that thing? How could you say something like that? It's not as though I'm doing anything wrong.
Ooh. He's an
I'm
angry little
sorry,
elf.
That didn't come out quite right, but
You're the one who's being weird, changing the subject as soon as it gets a little thorny.
Hugo.
It's your fault. You ought to know that.
Hugo, father can't be disturbed.
I know.
I should get going.
Yeah, I should get going.
Yes, see you soon. I'm sorry it was so hectic around here. He's always like this. I just can't do a thing with him once he gets upset. So I just leave him alone when he's this way.
Hey, sis. Are you sure you just want to let him go like this?
Oh, stop that, Hugo. Well, here. Will you take it? Consider it a token of appreciation for all the stories you told me. I've had that ever since I was little. It's strange. When I touch it, I sometimes see a picture of this man in my head. He's not anyone I've met. He's much, much older, like my father's age. I have this sensation like he's patting me on the head, but it doesn't feel weird at all. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that.
Maybe you shouldn't have.
You must think I'm strange now.
No, of course not.
I've never told anyone about this. Well, anyway, take it.
Are you sure?
Yes, something to remember today by.
Good job, sis.
Hugo, stop eavesdropping.
Thank you, Margaret. See you.
Okay.
All right. Now we got to go back to our own time. Okay. This is really important. So we are going to try the fat PS2 tomorrow. I'm curious to see, since Shadow was making that suggestion, Shadow Lich, by saying that maybe that's the chipset in the slim PS2. Maybe we won't have that in the fat PS2. But this is the first time I've ever had a stream on an actual PS2 for PS2 games. All right. We got to get a save here, and then we'll call it an evening. And I'm going to go watch some more Family Matters.
Oh.
How many people would like to travel back in time? I think that would be really neat. I mean, the future I would rather go back in time. I would totally pull the Back to the Future and buy a sports almanac. I really would. I would totally do that. And I'd bet on my New York Football Giants when they beat the undefeated New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. Yes, I would totally do that. We're going to go ahead and save it now, and we're going to go ahead and call it an evening, everyone. All right, chapter 6. I only think there's maybe 9 chapters in this game. Nope, there's only 8 chapters in it.
Hey, look, it's a poster for that new...
Yeah, we'll catch that tomorrow. So, that being said, thanks everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it. I know it's a little bit of a slower and probably not as an engaging audience as it was last night. Everybody was really hyped up to see Zelda, but we're gonna go ahead and finish this one tomorrow. We only have a couple chapters left. I could probably do it tonight, but it's kind of late. If I would have started when I wanted to, I probably would have had it done, but we had some technical difficulties with this and that popping and clicking, so we'll try the PS2, the fat one, tomorrow. But I will be on streaming a little bit later tomorrow, early evening. So that being said, everybody, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And as always, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube if you haven't done so already. There's a lot of great retro streams over there. Join the Discord if you want to keep the conversations going. Check out our fan pages over on Facebook. And continue to show your support by following, cheering, subscribing, or donating to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Like I mentioned on the Discord, we do have the CDI controller adapter coming. It's been ordered. The lady had one already made. I'm super excited to get it, but it'll be probably another week before that happens. And in that time, hopefully the other CDI games come in. We'll play some more CDI. And we will make sure we get to the Faces of Evil, but we also have Zelda's Adventure. That being said, is anybody streaming right now? We'll raid someone. We don't have a lot of people, but is anybody online that is streaming? I can't see my Discord. Is Jank playing anything? Left Jump, are you streaming? Does anybody have any friends that are good people? So we don't find some jerk. Anybody? Bueller? Well, thanks, Mad TV. I definitely do appreciate that. Hoot Friend? What kind of... Is he streaming retro? Oh, we got somebody playing Super Punch-Out. Let me give a listen here real quick. We're going to try to raid someone. If everybody just hang on 1 second. This guy only has 2 people in his channel. His stream isn't even working. Hang on. Oh, give me a second here, everybody. All right, everyone. This guy seems really nice. Let's go ahead and give him a raid. All right? Gonna give this guy a raid. Everybody, have a good night, and I will see everyone later. Thank you for watching.